Welcome to Yeshiva. Now, Shir sponsor Luinish Pasam Yakushon. We have a seat chok rule for Metzia Daf Kuf Yud Aleph. Starting a little bit, a few lines before, because we're starting from the beginning of the Mishnah. And Daf Kuf Yud Amud Beis. So the Mishnah. Hamekabel Soda Mechaveru L'Shavua Echad B'Shva Me'ois Zuz. He becomes a sharecropper or a choker for 7 years. And the idea will be that he pays Shvam Zuz. Pashtas, Losha of the Mishnah is talking about a choker, but a rental, because he's not saying he gets Mechtes L'Shuraviyah. He's giving us a set payment on this part of the Mishnah. So the din is a Shvis Ve'aminyan. Shmita is also part of it, even though he cannot plow the field of Shmita. But he said 7 years includes Shmita. But if he said, Meno Sheva Shonim, it doesn't say Shavua. He didn't say a 7-year cycle. He said 7 years. Then, B'Sham Zuz Enishis Ve'amin, he meant 7 specific years. Each one of the years needs to be a year of plowing. Now, the Mishnah turns to something new. We're going to learn, this is going to start with this daf, the idea that you have a din of Baltolim, or Altolim, which is do not hold off on paying a worker. You need to pay the worker right away. So we're going to learn the details of this in this daf. So the Mishnah starts with Sochir Yoim Goy V'Kol Halayla. Someone who's working during the day, so he has his time to collect his payment is throughout the night. Sochir Layla Goy V'Kol Halayla. If you work in the night, so the time to collect his money is during the day. Sochir Shoyis Goy V'Kol Halayla V'Kol Halayla. So this we'll see in the Gemara what it means. But someone who's a Sochir Shoyis only have a few hours. So he's going with the night and the day. Why will this be different? We'll see. Sochir Shabbos, person who's Sochir for a week. Sochir Chodesh is hired for a month. Sochir Shana is hired for a year. Sochir Shavua hired for 7 years. Yotzo Bayoim Govikol Yoim. Yotzo Balayim Govikol Yoim. So if he ends his avodah on the day, that day he collects his money. He ends it in the night. He collects that night and the day after. So now let's see how do you put this in order? What's exactly going on there? Person who works during the day, he collects his payment during the night. Don't wait for the morning. Do it during the night. You pay the day. So he has the day. So the pasuk just says, don't wait the whole night. Don't wait till the morning, give it the night. The next pasuk says, you give it that day. Says the Gemara of Yipcho, who said that the first one is talking about the one who works in the day, and the second one is the one who works in the night. Says the Gemara, you don't pay until the end of the schirus. So someone who's working in the day, he ends his work after the end of the day. So you pay him the night after. Someone who works during the night, he ends his avodah in the night, he will pay him the day after. It says don't let him sleep. Means you give it, don't wait till the morning. He only is over the first morning. In other words, if he did not pay the first night, comes the first morning, he's over alav. That's it. No more averus, he's over. You don't say that now every single morning is another aver. What else after that? There's another issue. Bal Tasha, don't hold on, but it's not Bal Tov. Where is the source that we find in the Torah of the idea of don't hold off from paying, not the issue of Bal Tolim? Go back tomorrow. So the pasuk is a pasuk in Mishlei. Don't tell someone go back, delay him if you're able to pay him right now. We're going to learn tomorrow's that what happens if you can't pay him.
Yeah, what happens if they prearrange get paid once a week?
Okay, so we'll see. So the Gemara is going to speak about it.
When is going to come in?
Yeah, we'll see. The Gemara is going to speak about what happens if it was done. If he specifically said when he's going to pay him. It says, someone tells his friend, go hire me for Aprayali. Shneim in oivim mishum baltolim. They're both in oivim mishum baltolim. Why? The owner, he's not the one who hired, his friend hired. The other one is not working for him. He's working for the Bavais. Says what's the case? If the shliach said, I'm responsible to pay you, he is on him. Someone hired a worker, says he's going to work for me, then he takes it work for his friend. He pays him. You go back and ask for the money back for the balabais. He said, no, it's chaz balabais. So the one who hired the worker is the shliach, not him. Therefore, that is not considered to be that's not part of the din of schirus. Says the Gemara, he told his shamash to do it. Purposely he did it to avoid the issue about Tolim. They hired for each other. The Torah says here, what was shot? He was trying to avoid an Aveira. He said no. He said he was afraid that they're going to come ask some money. He's not going to be available, and it can be over like so fast. So what they give him some buffer zone to do it. Says the Gemara, they hired for each other. Each one should over Aveira. So this goes back to when Bjorn mentioned, if in the place the Shuk Desura, everybody, they pay in the day of the market. They don't pay before. That's, when the market opens, that's how they do it. But he is over Batasha when? If he doesn't pay in the day of the market, Rashi says. Meaning, there's no Baltolim because that's the agreement to begin with. That's what we mentioned. But if he doesn't pay right away in Yom HaShuk, then he's over Batasha, which is don't hold off, something you can pay right away. And very interesting, just going to mention Mamish in short. It's brought down in many of the Sfarim. This concept, this idea, the Maharal speaks about the Chorshor, the Chidah. We will be Marich and Beis Hashem in the Shom Machshav and the Daf. But it's a very nice, cute idea that the Mefarshim ask. It says, the way the Chidah says the question, HaKadosh Baruch Hu keeps the Torah. So how can it be that Am Yisrael receives the Torah, but they don't get the reward until the world to come? What about Baal Toli? Have to pay right away. So many answers on this question. But one answer that means the Bechor Shor and the Chidah is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu sent the Torah by Moshe Rabbeinu. So as the Gemara says right here, if you do it by your friend, you're not over Baal Toli. So also by Moshe Rabbeinu is the one who told Am Yisrael to get the Torah. It wasn't directly, so therefore they don't have Baal Toli. That's a cute idea, which will be ma'ich a little bit more in the Shom Machshav. Say about Soch Shor is great. What?
The way the Rambam looks, how we only keeping the mitzvahs, it's a totally different thing. It just meant people.
No, but Olam Haba. Yeah, I'm talking about Olam Haba. Not the ones in this world. Olam Haba, of course. Soch Shor is great because so you do a few hours, the Kol Hayom. Omar Rav, Soch Shor is if it's a few hours, not the entire day. The Yoyim Grave Kol Hayom. So he has the day to grave it. Why should he? When he finishes the avoid, the right day, that day. Soch shows the light, the Govi Kol Halayil, and that's it. Shmuel Lama, Soch shows the Yoyim, Govi Kol Hayoyim, and that's it. Soch shows the light, Govi Kol Halayil, Kol Hayoyim. Why? That makes sense. Because we have the 24-hour period, which is, in Yiddishkeit, you start from the night. So Motran, Soch shows Govi Kol Halayil, Kol Hayoyim. Clearly in the Mishnah, it says, someone who works for a few hours has the whole night and the whole day. Tiyuv to the Rav. That's why we work like Shmuel. You have to read it with a break. Soch Shor is the Yoyim Kol. Soch Shor is the Light Kol. When it says Kol, it means depends what it is, because the Mishnah does not speak about both cases. All the Mishnah says is Sochir Yoyim Soch Shor is Kol Yoyim. If it's a Laila, it's the Yoyim Kol. We saw in the end of the Mishnah. If it's a Sochir for a long period of time. That's what we learned. So what does it mean? One understands, it means he worked for 7 years, and then he ended in the middle of the day. So he has to the end of the day. He ended in the middle of the night, he has 9 today. That's why Shmuel, there's a few hours, he's not doing the full day. So we hold like Rav. So it shows the light of Kol Hayom. He has the full 24-hour period. מכאן אמרו כל הכויבר שכר סוחר, אויבר בהי שמוס הלוילו, ועשה. Or the gears of the Bach is over behei shemors v'aseh alol. You have the following 6 averos that someone does when someone keeps on to pay a poel. Mishum bal tashrik et reacho, causing a tsar to your friend. Mishum bal tigzol, don't steal. Mishum bal tashrik sochir oni, another avero. Mishum bal tolim, don't wait till the morning. Mishum biyariti and schar, don't wait till the night. We'll see in the Gemara in a moment. Not both apply to all cases. The night, still a night, and the day till day. And the fact that you said don't wait till the night comes. So as what we mean is a question. I can't have all cases. So why you mention all cases? We're just listing all the various schiros that are possible. They're not all possible to the same person, but they exist in all cases.
If you have Goyish employees,
We'll get to Goy in soon. We're going to Goy. What happens? We'll see the Gemara's being limudim regarding a Goy. Which type of Goy? We'll see. There's a.
That seems to be that Yeshua is on you.
Yeah, on the one who's hiring.
Yeah.
If you hire a Goy.
Same thing.
If you hire a Goy, it's on you. Maybe. So the Gemara's going to say, we'll see limudim regarding a Goy soon. Ezu Oishik Ezu Gezel. We said the pasuk is Oishik is Gezel. Amav Chizdo Leich V'Shoiv Ze Oishik. I tell him come, goes back, come back, drives him crazy. That's Oishik because he's causing tzar. Yeshiva B'Yodi Ve'Ein Tel L'Chol Zu Gezel. If he says directly, I'm not paying you. I have the money, I'm not paying you now. So that's Gezel. So the Gemara Mak for Rav Sheish Ezu Oishik Shchiv Al Toyru Al Korban Dumi De Pikodoin Tekakofel L'Mamayna. We learn that the Ashik, that it says, it's referring to there in the Gemara, in the Psukim, that is we're talking about Pikadon, we learn it all in the same pasuk. We're talking about a case that a person is denying everything. No, Ashik means he lies to him. So I give it to you. She's causing one out of tzar. He just steals it. Again, it's a similar pasuk. It says talk about a denial of money, as you saw earlier in the Masechta. So over here, I have a gezel, but he's not denying anything. He comes and denies outright it never happened. That's Oishik. I give it to you, and he's lying. It's a gezel. Why? Rav Sheshis originally, he did not like the fact that Oishik needs to have a denial. But by Gezel, did not bother him. What's the difference? Gezel, we talk about that he stole. Beginning he stole. Then he comes to him with Beis, he says, where's my money? Oh, I didn't steal. He denies it after the fact. But the first stage, he's just stealing. So Oishik said the same thing. That a guy comes and tells him, I'll go back and forth until he denies it afterwards. But it says by Gozel, because what's the Lashon Pasuk? It says V'kichesh begozel. He's Mekachesh now begozel. Going to Mekachesh now. Meaning that it's something new. You till now was not Mekachesh, but now he's Mekachesh. I'll give you Oishik, Miktiv, Oy Boishik, Oy Oshaktiv, Lashon Over, Kon She Oshkar Kvar. Right? Because Lashon Pasuk is, Never Kidichtam Malon Moal Ba'Hashem. So he was mekachesh now, or oshek is amitoy. Oshek from the beginning, right? So that's something one doesn't like. The answer the moment say oshek, it has to be the whatever it was for the beginning. That's you have to say that he right away denied it. But Gezel in the story of Sheshes, that it changed. So the Gemara Rehova Ma'azel oshek zeu Gezel la'mechikim lakosu la'avoy lo b'shtei lavi. No, they're both the same thing. There's no difference. You have two different lavim. When a person takes money from somebody else, he's over on Oishik and he's over on Gezel. So the Mishnah. You always have the mitzvah to pay right away. Doesn't matter if you hire a person for himself, or you hire his animal, or you hire his vessel. So don't wait till the morning. And Matai Bisman Shetovai. That's only if the worker comes and says payment. Loi Tovai no Iver Olav. Then there's no Iver. Himcho Etzel Chivoni or Etzel Shuchani. Which means, he said, you're gonna have to, I owe you money, right? So instead of owing you money, I'll give you credit by the grocer. You go there, you buy whatever you need, and then I'll pay the grocer. Or it's a shuchani, or by the banker. Ain't no available. That's not available. He gave because he gave it to him. Sachir, okay, that's what it is. Sachir bizmanoi nishba v'noito. Bizmanoi, we'll see in the Gemara what it means. But Pshat is that when it comes the right time, he could come and do a shvu and take the money. If he says he never paid. Over his man, if his man passed, ain't no nishba v'noito. Then he don't do a shvu and take the money. Im yesh eidim shetov loy bizmanoi. Harei nishba v'noito. If there's eidim that he already asked for on bizmanoi, so he does the shvu even after the time. Now we get to what Binyamin mentioned. What about a goy? Ker Toishav. Ker Toishav is a goy who has accepted himself not to do over the zor. Yesh wa mishum biyomitin in schoro. You have to pay in the adei. That mitzvah. Ve'im mishum atayim put tzachir yitchal b'aykim. We don't have the other pasuk. It says don't hold it till the morning. That lav you don't have. Says the Gemara mani mastisim. Lo yitalekamo demechicho. V'lo yabiyisi b'abiyodos. The Gemara goes in right away to the end of the Mishnah. And right after that, we're going to go back. Then we'll go back to the Bria of the Mishnah. So the word says, our Mishnah is like Talakamo, and Al Kavis Abiyut. The time is the rights of Kuvi Avon Beis. Mechicho Prat Lacheirim. Goy is not included in the Aveiro that says Loisa Shoik Schar Odi Ve'evir Mechicho. Or Meger Chosh Mishatzecho. It says in the pasuk Oishik. A goy is not included. Gercho. It says Ger. It's a ger tzedek, like a regular ger. Rav already asked why you need to tell me ger. Ger l'chur is like a regular Jew. V'sharecha zoichel nevelos, which means who's zoichel nevelos? That is ger toishav. Ein lielas schar adam. That's when you hire a person. Minay l'rabuz behemo v'kenim, also an animal and vessels. T'maler be'atzcha kol shebe'atzcha, anything be'atzcha. V'kulam oivim kol hashem u'salol. Everybody is oivim kol hashem u'salol. In other words, whatever's written here, whatever's written in Vayikra. In all the cases, you're over these affairs. Doesn't matter if it was Adam, Beim, or Kelim. So you have the Pesukim, you have to pay, and you have Loy Tolim. You have all the affairs. In all the cases. Now, like our Mishnah that says you don't have Tolim by a Ger Toshav. This Mandar holds you do. That's more like a Mishnah. You have the mitzvah of Yom Tzcharo. You don't have the Aver L'Tol. You don't have these Averes, only Bal Tashik. Mani Tanakama de Mechecho Kasher Toishov. According to Tanakama, the learns Mechecho that it doesn't work with Ger Toishov because Ger Toishov, we said what? The Ger Toishov is going to be, and our Mishnah says, doesn't have the Yisro Bal Tol. Here, basically, Kasher Be'im of Kelim, according to Be'im, the question Be'im Kelim is our Mishnah said, Be'im Kelim, you do have the Yisro. This is the third sheet. Tani Rabishua, Chatzcha Odom, Chatzcha Be'im, Chatzcha Kelim, Yesh Mishum, Miyomitin Schari, Mishum Loitolim. You have both mitzvahs, which means Rashi points out, includes all the mitzvahs. The mitzvahs are saying, Ve'im Mishum Bal Toli. So that's our Mishnah. Our Mishnah is like Tani Rabishua. What does he learn that you have everything? You learn what is the Sachir? That it says Sachir, and it says Sachir. The same word Gertosh was mentioned by Oishek. So you know also Shava to teach you also by Loisa. Says the Gemara, says the Gemara, he doesn't have Sachis because he don't learn from each other. You don't have not Be'im and Akelim like Getash. You don't all these things you don't have. Says when neither Gam Sachar Be'im and Akelim should be able to Schar. So when neither Gam Sachar, yeah, it doesn't have the Gzel Shavo, but Be'im and Akelim should be Yoimoy Titin Schar Namini Chayev. Why? Because it says there. Where do we learn the idea of Be'im and Akelim? Because it says in the pasuk, Me'artzecha. Where's the Lashon Me'artzecha? It says, Kol Shebe'artzecha. Right? Lo Yisashik Sochi Oni Ve'evi Ma'achecha M'gecho Sharatzecha V'sharecha. That is a Perek of the Apos Yudat. Then right after that, Ramish, the next pasuk says, B'yoyim Matiti Tzchara. Lo Yisrael Hashem, Shal B'yoyim Matiti Tzchara, should apply Be'artzecha, should apply to the Be'im. So says the Gemara, Tani Rabbi Chaim ben Chanani Markov L'Sova L'Shemesh Ki Onihu. It says in the pasuk, don't let the sun come because he's poor. Mishem Ba'il Dianius V'Ashirus. Davka people that can become poor or rich. There's no richness, importance, and poverty by Be'im and Kelim. So what is he going to do with the word Kioniu? That teaches you to exclude the Be'im and Kelim. You have to give the poor before the rich. You learn in the pasuk that they'll be Oishikari. From here you learn it. Only because you're for a rich man, only because you're for Evian. What's an Evian? A very poor person. Like really downgraded, very, very poor. The Oni comes first. Why? As Rashi points out, we'll see in the Gemara, because an Oni is embarrassed to ask. And the Evian is someone who's so poor, he's not embarrassed anymore. He just got used to the matzah. And Oni is someone in the middle, so he's embarrassed to ask. That's what it says. Evian is so low, he's not embarrassed to ask. Rich is not going to ask. Doesn't really need it, he's rich. That's why you have to tell me that the Oni goes first. If he does the Gzer Shava, our Tana, which is Tani Rabbi Shmuel, if he learns Gzer Shava one from each other, so you have all the psukim. So how does he know Be'im V'Kelim? We only learn it. How do you know Be'im V'Kelim has all the Yisurim? So how can you tell Be'im V'Kelim has everything, but a Ger Tosha doesn't? It doesn't learn Sachar. Shani Osom, Do Makrov, L'Soipul, Sochi Itchad Boiker. It says, it doesn't learn Sachar. So how does he know the Aval told him? Because it says, L'Soipul, Sochi Itchad Boiker. Don't keep it by you. Call Shipula Soitcha. Anybody who worked for you. Says the Gemara, sorry, not Ger Tosha, Ger Tosha. That's how you know a Be'im of a Kale. Whatever you work for you. Yach, if you Ger Tosha Nam, Ger Tosha be also there. Amakro, Riacho. Riacho below Ger Tosha. Because it says, Lo Sashak is Riacho, Lo Sig Zoil. So that's Riacho. So the Gemara, Yach, if you Be'im of Kale Nami, so say Riacho, not Be'im of Kale. I mean, it says, so yeah, it's with you. So why do you choose this over this? So even though it's not your friend, but it belongs to your friend. Getosha was not included at all. He learns that you're coming to add, that you learn from there. Says the Gemara. In other words, he learned over there Gertesha special Zazagaso. So what do you learn from here? Not coming to exclude Maliki, right? The Gers over here is not Maliki, but a regular guy. What about Maliki Machicho Dafka? He's on Achicho. Says Chad the Misha Oishkoi. Chad the Misha Exale. The first one just says you can be Oishikim, meaning cause him to have a loss. The second one teaches you more than that. You can actually steal from him. So they want it didn't work for it. In other words, he worked for it once. But right now, it's at his house. He was working for you. He's a worker. And you say to come and take away his parnasa. I don't do that. Never get his hands. Right? So the Gemara learns over here, this mandama holds that you're allowed to steal from a guy. Big machlekes, this mandama holds that you're allowed to steal from a guy. Meaning, because he learns, our Tana learns Be'im V'Kelim, right? Rabbi Yudo doesn't learn Be'im V'Kelim. So what is he going to do with this pasuk? Itcha, if you or even mishum maltali. Meaning itcha, even the smallest amount, even if it's just taking one thing of grape, you still have to pay him. Torah says over here also, if he ate the grape, even if he ate the grape. When he says nafshar nafkol, dover moise nafshar elef. In other words, whoever is moise nefesh for you, you have to pay him. Any moise is nefesh. Says the Gemara daf kuf beis und aleph. Veidach. Haui ba'alek etanya ve'ilu. When it says nafshar b'ma lo zeba kevesh v'itla be'ilam. Why did he go on a stairs or hang himself on a tree? Umasa zatzlo misa, he endangered himself to death. Lo yatzchara, for his money. So I'm giving you he's moist nefesh for that. That's the reason. That's a reason why you have to pay him so much. That's how you have to answer. He's if taking away his soul. Which soul? Soul of who? Or explains. Could it be he's taking the soul of the one he's stealing from? Or he's taking his own soul, he's going to lose his soul. Don't steal from a poor. Don't make it only suffer. He'll fight their fight. He's going to take them in the nefesh. All these ganovim is nefesh ba'alo v'ikach. So he takes away nefesh ba'alo, he takes away the gazel. So Gemara says that's what he does to the pasuk. What's the dashim? He's dashim here that he's considered to be a murderer. We punish him as if he's a murderer. So I mean, now we're going back to this machlokes. Who's losing his soul? The gazel or the nigzal? So Gemara ba'al of dashim. He's taking the bailim, the new bailim, meaning the gazel's bailim. Tzach will take the nefesh of the one who is causing this hurt. Why Kishbuk is going to punish the thief? Should the not nefesh? Not Kishbuk is taking their nefesh. He's taking the nefesh of the nigzal. In other words, there's two ways to understand the pasuk. What does it mean? Does it mean that by the gazlon, by not paying the gazlon as if you're killing him? Or by not paying the gazlon, the one who's not paying is losing his life. Two ways to understand it. Nafkamina here in the Mechlekes, and the Gemara says that's you dash the words Me'elav when it says Nafshoy, and the other Mandama learns that the other Mandama learns Nafshoy, even the smallest amount of work you have to pay him right away. So we'll stop over here. Hashem will continue from the two dots tomorrow.